Well, the Dharma has definitely changed my life. It's interesting to think about quite what to say about that, because in a way, maybe it should come with a health warning. I think it should. It's like I don't feel like I can ever go back, in a way, to certain ways of being, and so to keep moving forward, there's no standing still, there's only moving forward or slipping back. So it's like it's quite a commitment, it's quite an obligation to know that you can never unknow what you know. A bit like once you have a bit of insight into the Lakshanas, for example, it's like, well, you can't unknow that, and therefore it gives you a responsibility to gain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. And sometimes that feels a burden, and sometimes that feels fantastic. But I notice, for example, if I go to well, someone's party, or I don't know, some ordinary thing that most people would really enjoy, I can't enjoy it. It's like I'd rather not be there. So I'm still working out, maybe you never find out, but I'm still working out where I fit in a way. Because in a way you no longer fit in to society's values, or ordinary society's values. And I don't mean that in oh, what's the word? I don't mean that in a condescending way in any way. In a way, I'm really glad if people are happy to be at those parties, but it doesn't make it any easier for me because I can't be. So I think there's a lot of kind of everyday activity, conversation and things that feel to me completely worthless. And that's quite painful in a way. It's like ignorance is bliss, and it is in a way. But there's a purpose, and once you find what the purpose is, you have to just keep moving with it. I'm not saying I know what the purpose is, because in a way that changes as well. But the purpose changes throughout your life. But the purpose of following the Dharma is weighty. And I think in a way the only way that it can be really positive and joyful is by increasing your practice, or increasing my practice, mine. So for example, I've reached a stage where, you know, I must have quite a lot of solitary time. I must have solitary retreats, otherwise I can't absorb what's going on. At the moment I'm finding it quite difficult that I work 4 days at the Buddhist Centre, which means that I haven't got 3 hours each day to meditate. And even if I make 3 hours, I'm not in the kind of relaxed, open, spacious frame of mind and heart that can cope with that degree of meditation. So, you know, that on the one hand I'm really glad to be working there, because I think an outward dimension was due in my practice. But in another sense there is a loss, and I'm now looking forward to a time when I'm not going to be doing that.